God, man, you're David Goggins. You break records. You do this. You do that. People want to know how are you able to just be so hard that I never turn the thing off? Because once it turns off, I go right back to the David Goggins that is. And that's the guy that I'm constantly fighting every day. And it's a choice. And that choice makes you misunderstood. It makes you crazy. That's why I hate social media. Right now in life, your family's looking for that one guy right now. They're looking for that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around and find you. These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything. Stay hard. Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything. This is why I say stay hard. Because when you weren't given the gifts, the only thing you can do in life is stay hard. And I know people cannot stand me. They can't stand this talk. This is all you can do. There's no magic pill or a magic potion. All you can do is outwork the man that God created or woman in you. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem. A real problem. I can understand you misunderstand me running down the street, shirt off. I can get it. I get it. If you misunderstand what I'm saying right now today, the problem is you, and you don't want to fix it. I became obsessed. I became obsessed with being the baddest that God ever created. Am I that? I don't care. I believe it. And I was trying to tell him, once you become obsessed with something, obsessed, it's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say, you got to be balanced. To be the best in the world at what you do. It's not about being a Navy SEAL, people. The best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. And then you help other people become better from you being the best in the world. So if your family doesn't understand, why are you so daggone crazy? Because I'm trying to be the best I can to give you the best that I am. And it takes being obsessed to where people think you're crazy.
What do you think most people get wrong about motivation?
They think it's a permanent fix. They think it's something that is a constant. They think that maybe once I get it, I'm gonna hold on to it. And that's the thing about that I was telling you, that I always talk about, is nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't do it. And that's where you fail. You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. All it takes is a little bit of spark, you can burn the whole forest up. But motivation, you have to learn to exist without it. You have to learn to be, you have to be your best self when you're least motivated. And that's the tricky part about all that shit. Motivation is just a word. You have to have these different things in your mind on where you want to go and know that motivation is not going to get me there. Because I'm not going to always be motivated. There's no passion, there's no motivation, there's no, oh my God, man, it's every day of your life just doing. No passion, no discipline, no motivation. All these words, I hate that so many people use these words now because it's water. It's someone sitting in a room by themselves and they figure themselves out and say, God, this is gonna suck. Where's passion when you're 300 pounds? Where's the motivation when you can't read and write? Where is it? So how did this happen? I just did. I said, maybe at the end of this journey, there'll be something there for me. If not, I can read. If not, I'm 185 pounds. There's no magic potion. There's no, oh, let me wake up and look at some shit. No, all those words are overused. They're bullshit. It's all bullshit. Just do. You're living. How do you want to live? How do you want to die? How do you want to be remembered? That's it. That's it. Period. You have to be open-minded to the possibilities that I can do this. Once you shut your mind down to the possibility that it can be achieved, there's no way it can happen. So that's why my eyes and my body light up about things, because I know that if you're in a fight, you have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever the fuck is in front of you. That's what I realized. I was never breaking the soul of anything in front of me. So that's why I came up with this thing called Taking Souls in my book. I started to devise ways to break a soul of a human being, of an object, of whatever's in front of me. If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is relentless. Nothing. This is what I say to myself. Self-talk and visualization are the two keys to my success. I believed for that last 19 miles, I was indestructible. Because I took myself in that chair, crapping up my back, peeing blood down my leg, shin splint, stress fractures. I use all that for motivation versus negativity. I use it for motivation. I said to myself, who on this earth would still be going right now? You are. You are. You gotta be the hardest on the planet. Is it true? I don't give a At that time, it got me to the finish line of that race. I believed it. I believe it today. I believed it enough to where my body said, he's not gonna stop. And I took all the negative things. I need to go to the hospital, this and that. And I used it all. Who the hell could even get out of that chair? You did. Who the hell would even think about taping stretch fractures up? You did. All those things I use for motivation. I'm not good enough, smart enough. I'm not talented enough to do that. Some people are. Some people can start at 1. Some people don't have to start at all. If you lack talent, you can't sit back and say, I'll start in half an hour. I can't do that. I gotta start now. And after I get back from starting, I gotta start again. And then when I get done with that run or that study session, if it wasn't good enough, I gotta go back again. Because repetition is what taught me everything. So you can honestly outwork anything.
Well, where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking.
You've got these problems, right?
I need you to keep talking about what you were just saying.
It's warm on the couch. Your missus says stay in bed. It's comfy, it's cozy. You've got work later on. You had an argument last night. You're slightly hungover.
Because I know everybody ain't going to do what I'm going to do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there. That fires me up. That makes me happy, what you just said. That brings joy to my life right there.
Why?
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be.
If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning.
and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting after it every daggone day. Stay hard. That's why there's a lot of average. And it makes me so mad. Every day I walk this earth and I see average all over the place. And they want to ask me, how did you do it? I can't tell you how, because you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna continue being out, because every day you wake up, like he says, like get the coffee, make the pancakes, kiss the girl, kiss the kids. You wake up, right to work. Immediately your mind is in action. No one wants to do that. No one. And I don't blame them. But don't be mad when you're laying there in your bed and you're in the hospital and you're 70, 80, 90 years old and you're thinking, man, I feel like I didn't do something. Because you did. You didn't do it. You didn't do shit. You may have lived a great life, man, but you're always gonna feel empty inside. I don't feel empty. So call me what you want. There's not one empty bone in my body, because I have figured out that really the magic potion, at least to my life, and it's very rewarding. Not getting civilized is about having a savage mentality. Civilized is something where people, it's a comfortable world. A lot of us say, like for instance, I see these athletes right now who retire, I'm 38, I'm 39, I did 20 years at the top of my game, I'm chilling out now. You see them a year later and how they look. What the hell just happened to you, dude? What the hell? You're one of the greatest athletes of all time. Kids looked up to you. Women, men of all ages looked up to you. And they hit the pinnacle where it's time to retire, and their mind says, I'm civilized. The worst thing that could ever happen to any human being is they become civilized. It's that total accountability. Like even when you retire, there's a mother looking at me and judging me right now, man. I was the baddest person to ever live. Doesn't go away, man. You gotta wake up, even though you retired, you never retired. You're setting the example every single day of your life. And being civilized feels so good. I'm sorry, man. Once you get to the top, you may retire, but you ain't never coming back home, man, because now you're judged. People see you falling off. You want to be that guy who knows I may be retired from the sport or wherever I did, but I'll be damned if you ever see me looking like shit, feeling like shit, not arriving. People, I've arrived. I've arrived mentality. You're always setting the example. Civilization feels so good. These comfortable feelings are what people want. They want retirement. They want that. They need that. It's a yearning feeling. I want it too. People love putting a label on me about, my God, man, you're just wired different. I'm not wired different, dude. I'm thinking right now, after I got past my stuttering thing, now I'm on a roll, I'm good now. You know what I'm thinking about right now? I gotta wake up tomorrow and do the same shit again. I gotta leave this interview and go stretch out for 2.5 hours. I hate that shit. But guess what it does though? I'm constantly callousing over my victim's mentality that I once had growing up. Every day you have to do this shit. Because why? When you stop doing it, you don't just maintain it. If you stop shooting a gun, you're not gonna be a great shot if you pick a gun up a year from now. The only way to keep from getting rusty is to constantly oil that machine. The machine is this. You gotta keep challenging it every day. Everything I do in life, it sucks. everything I do in life, it sucks. That's why when I was 300 pounds and 24 years old, it wasn't like I had some big epiphany of, let's just go be a Navy SEAL, let's lose some weight. No, I knew my entire life was going to be a struggle, which is why I just ignored it. And I said, I'm not even trying to jump off into this shit and learn how to read, how to write, how to memorize, how to become something I am not. But through that process, something happened to me. And I realized this is why I feel sorry for no one. People are going to think that I am maybe lying or maybe fibbing or exaggerating. No, I was the lowest form on earth, no talent, no ability to learn. And I literally know what it is to be rock bottom and to build that up. So that question about learning, it's a pain in my ass. And I don't have to do it. So think about it. I'm 49 years old and I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't have to do anything. So all I thought about when I was growing up is, man, I can't wait to one day get to the point where I no longer have to do this stuff. But what happens, as I got older, it became a way of living. So how I do every day is how I do every day. It's a discipline, it's a regimen, it was a choice I made. And the choice I made was, what are you willing to sacrifice and what are you willing to give up to find every bit of who you are as a human being? And I was willing to give up everything to do that. And that's why my first question is, how bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live or breathe or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. What they do in Hell Week is they design Hell Week to find your flaws. And they do a really good job of that. It's 130 hours of continuous training. You may get 2 hours of sleep. And they beat the shit out of you and find everything wrong with your mentality. And then they start Hell Week. And that's the beauty of it. And for me, I'm not some naturally God-given guy. I don't have a great bit of talent in anything. So what got me through horrible times was the dark side. My name is David Goggins. I created Goggins. Goggins is the guy that can take anything you put in front of him. You want to break my legs? So be it. I have a way of going to a place like I did in that race where all the pain and suffering that they put on top of me in Hell Week, I will reverse that pain and suffering and I will take your soul. So every instructor that put me through BUD/S, my job, what drove me was I wanted you to go home that night after you beat the living shit out of me and I smiled in your face. I wanted you to feel worse than I did and you were going home to a nice warm bed with your wife or your kids and a nice meal, and I was still out there in the grip, suffering for another 100 hours. I wanted you to think about me knowing that I'm comfortable being very uncomfortable. And I want you to think about when you went through Hell Week, how uncomfortable you were and how bad you wanted to quit, knowing I'm not thinking that way. So the dark side is something that I've designed. It's an evil place I can go that very few things can hurt me. I use the hurt you're trying to put on me, I flip it upside down and use it. You trying to use it for kryptonite? No, it's power pellets for me. I'm using it for strength. I just flip negative into positive, that's all it is. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. I have a resume full of motivation that whenever I'm down, I'm like, oh, hang on. Oh, you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the darkness of the dungeons and the demons that fly. You know, and then from there, it's like, oh, okay, you were there. You know this. There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you. It was you. There was no pat in the back at 300, at 275, at 250, at 220. No, that was you. So those things that come out of me, that extract from me in the darkness, people are looking for that pat on the back. Where is it? Oh, I don't need it. Because what I've done is in the unseen work, I built Frankenstein. So whenever shit gets nasty, David Goggins goes, we had nobody anyway. So see how I'm talking myself right now? That's me. That shit fires me the f up. That shit makes me nuts. You had nobody anyway. Look around you. There was no team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom. You made this much money, get back to work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the noise. Get back to the mental lab, because that's where the knowledge came from. Maybe you're a piece of shit. Maybe you want to be nobody. Maybe you're happy exactly where you are in life, because obviously you are. Maybe you don't have the determination to be somebody better than who you are. And if you want to live with that, I'll support you in that. If you're good with being who you are, and every day you wake up and every day you smell like shit because you can't wash your body well, and your skin's messed up because your health's so bad, and you can't put your clothes on right, you need help with that. You need help, like when I was doing, I need help wiping my ass. That makes you feel good? Nothing I can say to you. If every day you wake up with this, see, people are haunted, but they obviously like horror films because they keep watching the same movie. I don't like horror films. A lot of people like horror films. So I don't say much to them. I say exactly what I said to you, right there. Because I was once you. I didn't like horror films, so I changed it. Some people are just, they become, like you said, it gets real small when you're lazy and you're fat. Your will, their will is so small that they don't have any, and you can't give it to them. There has to be something. This is what I'm talking about now, because this isn't a hack. This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. But if you don't have a little flame, just barely, you're done. I can't light it for you. And that's the harsh reality of this life that I want to get across so bad. You have to examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want out of life? Your friend, and a lot of people out here just don't want it. So guess what? Have fun with your life. Go from 3 to 350 to 400 to 450 to 500 because you don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. Most people don't want it that badly, which is why they always ask the question, man, how did you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it. So I can't make you do it, nor do I have the time or energy to force you into that place that I know you have to be to do it. There's no luck in this game, man. It may be a little bit of luck, but the luck happens after you bust your ass and you put yourself in that lucky situation. Luck doesn't happen. You put yourself in that situation where luck might happen. And that's what people don't know. But to get there, luck ain't gonna happen. You have to put yourself in that situation, man. It takes a lot of work. Let me teach you the real life, how it really is. The reason why you're a loser, and the reason why you're not making it, and the reason why you're trying to go through all these, I go to all these conventions, speak all the time. I look in the audience and these people sign up every year to go to convention, thinking they're gonna learn something different. No, you're lazy. You know exactly what to do. Because even me, in my state of, I can't read and write, I knew exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it. It sucks to do it. It sucks to wake up every morning of your life and say, God, man, I'm not smart. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta study the same shit that I got one of the highest scores in the nation on, and do it again. It's not just there. It's not just there permanently for me. So yeah, it's all stick.
How much sleep do you usually get?
I like getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Nowadays I can do that. But there's times where the schedule says, hey man, you're getting 3 hours. And if that's the case, Merry Christmas. No matter how much you improve, no matter how much you change who you are, it's not permanent. You don't just wake up and say, oh my God, man, you're David Goggins. You break records, you do this, you do that. People want to know, how are you able to just be so hard that I never turn the thing off? Because once it turns off, I go right back to the David Goggins that is. And that's the guy that I'm constantly fighting every day. And it's a choice. And that choice makes you misunderstood. It makes you crazy. That's why I hate social media. Right now in life, your family's looking for that one guy right now. You're looking for that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around and find you. These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything. Stay hard. Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything. This is why I say stay hard. Because when you weren't given the gifts, the only thing you can do in life is stay hard. And I know people cannot stand me. They can't stand this talk. This is all you can do. There's no magic pill or a magic potion. All you can do is outwork the man that God created, or woman, in you. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem. A real problem. I can understand you misunderstand me running down the street, shirt off. This, yeah, I can get it. I get it. If you misunderstand what I'm saying right now today, the problem is you, and you don't want to fix it. You are your own hero. You are your own leader. You are your own master. And that is a big one, because we idolize so many people, and we want to be them. We want to be someone else. And in doing that, you lose all the potential of who you are. You mimic, you be them, you are them, you become them, and you lose you. I was growing up, I lied for people to accept me because I didn't accept myself. So I would make up stories so then you would accept me into your world. Everything I did was for someone else to like me. It wasn't until I started reading my own book about how pathetic I was as a human being. I could blame my dad, I can blame kids at school, I could blame having health issues, ADD, my mom not being around. Great mom, but she was doing her thing. Right. I could blame a lot of people. And I put it off on everybody else. It wasn't until I said, you know what? For me to fix this, I gotta read what is wrong with David Goggins. Not blame anybody. Read my book and say, okay, I'm afraid of my shadow. How can I overcome that? Go in the military, get your ass kicked. Today I was running, and this guy passes me in the car. And it's about 100 degrees out here, 70% humidity. And the guy comes back around, looks at me. He pulls his car by me and says, why the f are you out here? I said, because you're not. Sometimes your motivation needs to be because no one else wants to do it. We need doctors. We need lawyers. We need dentists. We need teachers. We also need savages. This message I do is not for everybody. Someone see that soft bull about, do you have sunscreen on? This message is dangerous. It's too hot. I'm not asking you to be like me. Do you? Stay hard. There's so much stuff going on right now in the world. People are trying to evolve. Let them evolve.
Yes.
Let them evolve. Don't bring them back don't bring them back where they came from.
Yes.
Don't bring, if someone wants to get better, don't bring them back to where you knew them when they were a piece of shit. Let them fly. And if you feel like hell because they went away and they escaped the hell that you all once lived in, fix yourself. Fix yourself. Don't hold them accountable because they got away. Don't constantly remind them that they were once here. Fix yourself. Because a lot of people feel like crap once people start to leave their little nest, like if you're an alcoholic, and this guy says, I'm gonna stop drinking, you wanna bring him right back in. No, look at yourself in the mirror and say, wow, this guy's doing better. Take that feeling of feeling like and do something about it. Change your own life. That life is one big psychological warfare that you play on yourself. You play on yourself, man. The most important conversation I ever had is with myself. And the I was telling myself was so fucked up, it was so wrong, it was so misguided. And other people start to write that dialogue for you also. And it starts to be what you say to yourself every single day. And I started creating a whole nother warfare, a whole nother battle started becoming. I was like, oh, hang on a second, Goggins. You have these tools. You have these tools. Your life was basically the perfect grounds for training for where you need to go in your life. All the beatings, all the bullying, all the, you going through learning disabilities, all the struggles. It was the absolute perfect training ground for you to go to where you need to go. And that's how I started looking at my life versus woe is me, poopy pants, kick a rock down the street mentality. It was, nah, God just hooked you right the fuck up. He hooked you right up, man, with the perfect place. You were training for the first 18, 19, 20 years. You were training for this stuff, man. You have the advantage of everybody else versus, my God, they're so above me. They came from a great family. Mom and dad love them. They didn't have to learn, they didn't stutter, they didn't struggle. No, man, your struggle is what made you who you are now. So I started flipping this into a whole different, I started being a master of what I was scared of. I was scared of my mind. And I became literally a master of that mind. And that's what now, from now on, it sets me apart from most people. I started diving into that. And we look up to so many people in this world who will let us down. We're humans. I'm gonna let you down. You're gonna let somebody down. And you put them on a pedestal, you then lose time when that person comes up and lets you down. Mm-hmm. You must hold yourself accountable, and being your own hero, that's what that does. You make yourself so totally accountable for who you are. You focus on you and only on you to become the best person you could be for others. Because we leave a lot on the table, not searching who we are. Mm. And then therefore, you die not knowing your greatest potential. Right. Most of us fail in life because we're afraid of what everyone around you is thinking. That's 100% truth. So we live by the narrative of other people. When I first called a recruiter to be a Navy SEAL and I was 297 pounds, the first recruiter looked at me and said, you're not going to be able to make this, man. So what he was doing was he's projecting his energy on me. He knew he couldn't be a fucking Navy SEAL. So God helped this black guy, because I was only the 36th African American to make it through in over 70 years. How's this black fat guy going to make it through in my ass? He wouldn't even want to try. So he's projecting it. So a lot of us who are negative people, all we do is project how we feel on other people. So what happens is that there's a lot of negative people walking around the planet Earth who are afraid to try. Because a lot of people are very negative in this world. So we are afraid to fail. Why? I told you, man. Shouldn't even try it, dude. Just chill out, relax. Why are you so crazy? Why are you so obsessed? So all that stuff drives the quitting mind, I call it. The mind wants to quit. The mind's tired. The mind's tired. The mind's deserving. The mind thinks it's very deserving. So yes, the biggest problem in this world is other people, not yourself. It's other people in your head. They are puppet mastering you pretty much on your life. It was alone, man. A lot of people have like teammates and like, family push. My mom was struggling, bro. She was struggling. So it was like me and my mom. And so it was a lot of just me. So when you're waking up every morning by yourself and you're getting after it by yourself, and it's the hidden work. People see 1 minute, video of me running and like these fighters, they see during the fight or after the fight. They don't see, man, what they deal with every fucking day. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. Because every day, even though they're the best in the world, that little motherfucker at 7 or 8 years old is still in there saying, oh man, you don't have something. Man, we're not good enough. We shouldn't be here. So you're always fighting that motherfucker. Even though you beat it, you never truly beat it. Do things you hate to do. Be uncomfortable every fucking day of your life. Roger that. I'm not the smartest kid in the world. Okay. Instead of somebody saying, oh no, you're smart. No, don't say that to yourself. I said to myself, no, I'm a dumb motherfucker. Okay, roger that. How you get smarter? Educate yourself. So the things that we run from the truth. We're running from the truth, man. So the only way I became successful was going towards the truth. As painful and as brutal as it is, it changed me. It allowed me to become, in my own right, who I am today. Always be ready. You never know when your next challenge is coming out of the blue. A lot of people need to have that special event that's down the road that gets them motivated to get ready for the next challenge. I'm telling you right now, every day in life presents the next challenge. Google David Goggins sit-up competition. I'm coming out of my hotel room. This guy's coming out of his. I'm going to dinner with my girl. This guy challenges me to sit-ups right in the middle of the damn hotel hallway. The next one, 350-pound offensive lineman. I'm minding my business at a speaking gig. Challenges me to a damn arm wrestling competition. Today, I'm minding my business doing pull-ups. Sitting here doing pull-ups. 5, 6, 7, 8 on the minute. This guy wants to jump in. We get to 30 minutes. He looks at me, thinks we're almost done. We get to an hour. He says to me, how many can you do? I say, one more than you. Always be ready in life. Stay hard. No one's gonna come to help me. No one's gonna come to help me. It's me against me, period. And so I had to man up. And I said, the first thing I gotta start doing is facing every fear I have. No matter what the fuck it is, man. And these things would keep me up at night. No one, people who are hearing this, they will never really understand and grasp when you face these things and so many things, how they keep you up and haunt you at night. And I had two options: to either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month, and at 24 years old, knowing when I'm 50 fucking years old, I can reflect on this and think about what guy I never became, or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed. So I started calling recruiters up. I said, I'm gonna go be a fucking Navy SEAL. Because I realized once I was talking to myself the right way and all this shit wasn't in my mind, wow. I went from this piece of shit kid who thought he was dumb, not successful, insecure, who stuttered when I first saw somebody, to a person who can now do all these things just because I now control my own mind. And I don't care. I'm out running at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, in the gym, long sessions by myself. That's real. How I'm able to just extract dopamine, the good dopamine whenever I want. Man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. And while I'm still hard on myself, I know what I did. So whenever times get bad for me, people, all this, who's gonna carry the boast and love? That's real. I hate that people know me for that guy, because that guy is not every fucking day. Like when they see me, they want that energy. That's not me every day. I can extract it immediately when I need to, because when you train alone, and I lived alone for so many years in this misery, and you're able to get out of it by yourself, I can take myself to such a level of real passion and purpose, and like the feeling I get is something I can't even explain by myself. I don't need anyone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. I have a resume full of the motivation that whenever I'm down, I'm like, oh, hang on, mother. Oh, you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the darkness of the fucking dungeons and the fucking demons that fly. You know, and then from there, it's like, oh, okay, you were there. You know this. There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you. It was you. There was no pat back at 300, at 275, at 250, at 220. No, that was you. So those things that come out of me, that extract from me in the darkness, people are looking for that pat on the back. Where is it? Oh, I don't need it. Because what I've done is in fucking unseen work, I built Frankenstein. So whenever it gets nasty, David Goggins goes, you had nobody anyway, motherfucker. So see how I'm talking myself right now? That's me. That fires me the fuck up. That makes me nuts. You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom. You did that. So as times get hard for me, the truth comes out. And my truth is powerful as fuck. It's real. It's tangible. I feel it. It comes out of my brain as I speak about it. I'm reliving every single dark moment of my life to be here. So that is what people don't get. That is what motivates David Goggins, is the unseen work. But everybody needs that pat on the back. They need that training partner. They need that accountability coach. Oh yeah, and neither do they. But it's what we've trained ourselves to believe that we need.
Well, everybody, it's Groundhog's Day again for David Goggins. If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the after it every daggone day. Stay hard.
I became obsessed with being the baddest that God ever created. Am I that? I don't care. I believe it. And I was trying to tell him, once you become obsessed with something, obsessed, it's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say, you got to be balanced. To be the best in the world at what you do. It's not about being a Navy SEAL, people. The best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. And then you help other people become better from you being the best in the world. So if your family doesn't understand, why are you so daggone crazy? Because I'm trying to be the best I can to give you the best that I am. And it takes being obsessed to where people think you're crazy. People look at me and say, oh my God, you're a masochist, you're this and that. I'm not gonna get into how bad I was in all these races and SEAL training. I had 21 stress fractures going through Hell Week. 21 stress fractures. You know what I did? I taped my ankles up. Roger that.
But where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking.
You've got these problems, right?
I need you to keep talking about what you were just saying.
It's warm on the couch.
That's
Your
it.
missus says stay in
That's
bed.
it.
It's comfy,
That's
it's
it.
cozy.
That's
You've got
it.
work later on. You had an argument last night. You're slightly
it.
hungover.
Because I know every mother ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there. That fires me up. That makes me fucking happy, what you just said. That brings joy to my life right there.
Why?
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I thrive in that. And it got me in trouble. For too long in my life, I wanted to be accepted. Growing up, I lied. I did what I could. If you fucking like UFC and I didn't, I love it. I love it, man. Let's go fucking watch it, man. Be my friend. Be my buddy. That fucking weak ass. I found out through this path of life, who is David Goggins? Who am I? So going through I did it alone. There was no fucking trophy on the fucking wall, on the mantle. That trophy's in my fucking brain. No one helped me get there. Nobody paid my fucking bills. No one did for me. No one ran those fucking miles, lost that fucking weight. Look, I suffered on my own and developed this man who said, it's who I am, man. A very competitive, ultra competitive dude that take it what you want, man.
I call that personal sovereignty.
Exactly.
There's not a lot of people that have that.
That's me.
And there's a lot of people that change who they are depending upon what people want from them.
And that's me.
Yeah, that's important, man. And most people struggle their whole life to find out who they are. Struggle their whole life to find out what defines them, what they actually enjoy and what they don't.
You start putting yourself in situations that suck, you'll find yourself. And for you to lose weight, for you to stop drinking, if you where the hell you're going through, there is no hack, man. There's no hack.
What do you think is the biggest stumbling block that most people face with this kind of journey?
Honestly, is they have the woe is me mentality. It's too hard. Life isn't fair. These things in life are not easy for me. You look to your left and you look to your right and you start to judge yourself off other people. Like, if you're a female, well, she's skinny and she doesn't work out as hard as I do, and everything starts to corrupt your mind. You start to look around too much at other people and what they're doing, and that starts to corrupt your own dialogue. We are judging ourselves against too many fucking people. You have to judge yourself against yourself. And that's the one thing I started learning, man. This isn't a race against me and Rich Roll. This is a race against David Goggins and David Goggins alone. And once you can silence all that bullshit, all the outside interference and things that are attracting your mind to everything, you can then start to grow and realizing I'm stressed out for no reason. This is my own little race. This is my own timeline, and this is how I'm going to run it.
People ask me all the time how I'm going to be so vulnerable. I wasn't always this person, trust me. I used to be embarrassed about lies I told, family issues, marriages I was in, things I cheated on, things I quit. I was embarrassed about all that. So a lot of people had things on me, and they had power over me and could use this whenever they wanted to. And I didn't like how that felt. So I want to get to a spot in my life where I could put a billboard up in the town I lived in with every thing I did wrong and let people drive by and see it. And I'm finally at that point. So when you get to that point, you kind of take that power back from people. But my question to you is this: are you at a point in your life where you can put a billboard up in your town? Yeah, folks drive by that. Stay hard.
I know why you hate me. You hate me because you're probably in the bed right now. You're probably an underachiever. You're probably somebody who doesn't want to do anything with your life. So I make you question everything about yourself. So I'm going to continue making you question yourself by coming out here and being even more successful. So I listen to that while I run. I sometimes play it in the house, and it sometimes gets on Jennifer's nerves. I'm sitting and listening to somebody talk mad shit on a loop about me, and she's like, why do you do this? It's half comical and it's half inspiring. I'm actually inspired by it. When you get to the point where you really fucking don't care, you're dangerous. You become very, very dangerous. I'm not saying don't care like, I don't care if I do that. No, when you don't care about other people and how they view you, about how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, where you want to go with your life. You know, growing up, I didn't want to tell anybody I wanted to be in the military. Because why? Some of my black friends, I was afraid of what they think. You know, why do you want to join the military, man? I don't want to do that. I was afraid of what other people thought about me. So now, when I go in the military, I know you want to in the military. I ain't tell you because I'm afraid of what you thought. Once again, man, you're allowing other people to shackle your mind. It's the worst thing in the world. And God gives you a shovel and says, man, start digging. That's not fun. But when you dig your own path to all kind of stuff that's unknown. And that's what I started realizing, man, like on the other end of this is some beautiful stuff. So I got outside my box and realized, man, 300 pounds, now look at me, I'm 185 pounds. And on the other side of the box was all this stuff. And I didn't know it was over there until I climbed the wall and saw it. I was trying to figure out how to climb before. I got all the right gear, man. I got the ropes, I got the shoes, I got the chalk, I got the harnesses. I'm good. I'm not scared to climb anymore. I go to the rock, hammered in, I got my belay, and I'm good to go. So you got to figure out how to climb first, and that's all. We all have a different way of climbing. That's why there's a lot of books out there on mental toughness. It's all crap. Why? Because it's a cookie cutter way. Life isn't cookie cutter. Like 3.14 is pi. It's how you figure out equations. We're all different equations. We all have a story. We all have to strengthen our mind to figure out our own equation. Once you figure out your own equation in life, you can then start picking away at how to be better. But you first have to figure out your equation in life. Once you figure that out, man, you can do anything.
What started happening is as you get bigger, as you get more successful, you open the door for people to critique everything you do. And most of the people who are critiquing you usually aren't where you are. And all their critiquing comes from people who are really at a low level of life, which is sad. But what we do, people who are on the upper level, hearing the haters at the lower level, like I said, you'll never meet a hater doing better than you. True statement. I started having fun with it. So I'll go through the comments while most people don't go through comments. I go through them, intentionally look for the bad ones. And while I'll block and delete you because the people on my page don't need that negative energy, I'll block and delete you, but I take a snapshot on my phone and I put it in the archive. So what happens is there's days where I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to do this today. And I'm like, oh, hang on. So I started making these mixtapes with all of these hate messages about people talking shit. And it became such a source of fuel that it was amazing.
There's been this unrelenting voice in my head. We all have this voice. It's the right or wrong voice. And a lot of times that voice guides us into comfort. And my voice guided me into comfort a lot. But I had this other voice I heard my whole life saying, hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? Nah, man, we got to go over here. We got to go over here to that rock pile over in the corner where nobody's at. That's where victory's at. We're over there in that corner. So this voice was giving me all these answers. I wasn't a real smart kid growing up, but I had this crazy voice in my head saying, over there is where the answers are. And I didn't want to listen to it because over there was pain. Over there was me looking in the mirror. Over there was me being accountable for all these things that went through my life. Even though people put them on me, it's now mine to own. And I didn't want to go over there by myself, but I had to. And this voice was guiding me there. It's God, whatever you want to call it. But that's what it was in me. Life is one big psychological warfare that you play on yourself. You play on yourself, man. The most important conversation I ever had is with myself. And the I was telling myself was so tough, it was so wrong, it was so misguided. And other people start to write that dialogue for you also. And it starts to be what you say to yourself every single day. And I started creating a whole nother warfare. A whole nother battle started becoming. I was like, oh, hang on a second, Goggins. You have these tools. You have these tools. Your life was basically the perfect grounds for training for where you need to go in your life. All the beatings, all the bullying, all the, you going through learning disabilities, all the struggles. It was the absolute perfect training ground for you to go to where you need to go. And that's how I started looking at my life versus woe is me, poopy pants, kick a rock down the street mentality. It was, nah, God just hooked you right the fuck up. He hooked you right up, man, with the perfect place. You were training. You had the advantage of everybody else versus, my God, they're so above me. They came from a great family. Mom and dad love them. They didn't have to learn, they didn't stutter, they didn't struggle. Nah, man, your struggle is what made you who you are now. Self-discipline is everything. And if you don't have it, I don't look at you right because I know you're capable of more. It's not discipline so much for me. It's all on you. It's all on you. The self part is what's big. We need someone to hold people accountable. That shit, man. Fuck that. We count on people too much to get us through. And we look to our right, we look to our left, we're looking for help. And if you can build that self, you can build that total accountability in oneself. And it's not about being selfish. I'm trying to create a better me. So hopefully people who are hearing this are taking it the right way, can say, I can run a mile. It ain't about running 205 fucking miles, doing 4 hours, being a city. It ain't about all that shit. It doesn't matter. I want you to see how fucking far you can go. And that's all it's about, yourself. And that's where it all comes from. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. It's just fucking me against me, period. And so I had to man up. And I said, the first thing I gotta start doing is facing every fucking fear I have. No matter what the fuck it is, man. And these things would keep me up at night. No one, people who are hearing this, they will never really understand and grasp when you face these things and so many things, how they keep you up and haunt you at night. I had 2 options. To either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month, and at 24 years old, knowing when I'm 50 fucking years old, I can reflect on this and think about what guy I never became, or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed. So I started calling recruiters up. I said, I'm going to be a Navy SEAL. Most people are missing something because they don't know who they are. They never examine themselves. They've never done this experiment on themselves. The lab rat, we're all lab rats, but you're also the scientist. You create your own self. Most people are missing something because there's so much trapped in there. I don't even want to say potential. I think that's word used out too much too. There's so much in you that God or wherever the hell you believe in, or if you're atheist, in you, that you have not unlocked. God, I'm missing something. Yeah, because it's about 75% of you is still fucking in there, still chained up, because you just didn't want to find your willpower. Didn't want to find your soul, your will, your heart, your determination, your guts, your courage. And what that looks like, it looks scary. Like your little scary lab I went in. Scary. To wake up every day and say, I'm stupid, but I want to figure out a way to be smarter. Versus saying, man, I just can't do that. So you limit this box. So your box becomes so small of things you can do. My box wasn't even a box. It was a fucking little pinhole. And then, through examining myself, getting some willpower, some courage, it became bigger than this table. But that's what we all do. That's why I wanted to come here today and talk to you about real shit. Not no fucking like hacks. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem. A real problem. I can understand you misunderstand me running down the street, shirt off. Fuck this, yeah. I can get it. I get it. If you misunderstand what I'm saying right now today, the problem is you. And you don't want to fix it. It developed a lot of anger, and I still have it. And it will never go away. Because when you put yourself in the sewer like I was in, and please, if someone saved me, come out and announce it to the world. There's no one. There's no one. So when you know that, and please, if someone saved me, come out and announce it to the world. There's no one. There's no one. So when you know that, and then I'm sitting at a table with all these smart people who are telling me what to do and guiding me through my life now, I don't need you to guide my future. I know what's good for me and what's bad for me. And for me, it took every bit of focus I could. And I know social media, that's why people love to go on there, because they want to show you the good side of life. I'm not teaching good side of life. So I had to figure out a way when I came on in 2016 of teaching you what life really is for the majority of us is hell. And so while people love to show you the cars and the house and the vacations, all that's good, all that's happy, I'm going to show you the side that I know most of you are going through. And people hide very well. I don't want to hide anymore. I hid it for 24 fucking years. I'm going to teach you how to be vulnerable, because that's the only way you fix yourself. You don't fix yourself by coming out here and me selling you some fucking books. That's why I don't have them. I forgot them. I'm glad people got something from the book. I want you to learn that the only way you grow is how to look at yourself and say, okay, like I did, what the fuck I have to do to get somewhere? There was nothing good on there. Nothing. Yeah, I love playing basketball. I left that out. That's something I love to do. I don't care about that. That didn't make the fucking list. Because the list that I had to live by was the very list that was to get me at this table with you. And a lot of us have this voice in our head. We all know that voice in our head that tells us the truth every single day that we try to run away from, that says we're scared of this, let's go this way. It started gnawing at me so horribly bad that it wouldn't allow me to live anymore without facing me. I had to go back in the dungeon. So when I tell my story, I tell it on a very surface level. I had to go down in the dungeon, the sewer where my mind used to be at, and talk to that guy. Because I wanted to live my life in a way that when I died, I was proud of myself. I know what pride felt like. And if it took pushing myself to death, I was willing to do that. If I wanted to look in that mirror, not impress anybody, not money, not fame, not nothing. I wanted to impress the guy in the daggone mirror. And I worked endlessly and tirelessly to do that. And it happened. It's too hard. Life isn't fair. These things in life are not easy for me. You look to your left, you look to your right, and you start to judge yourself off other people. Like, if you're a female, well, she's skinny and she doesn't work out as hard as I do. And everything starts to corrupt your mind. You start to look around too much at other people and what they're doing, and that starts to corrupt your own dialogue. We are judging ourselves against too many fucking people. You have to judge yourself against yourself. And that's the one thing I started learning, man. This isn't a race against me and Rich Roll. This is a race against David Goggins and David Goggins alone. And once you can silence all that bullshit, all the outside interference and things that are attracting your mind to everything, you can then start to grow in realizing I'm stressed out for no reason. This is my own little race. This is my own timeline, and this is how I'm gonna run it. You're willing to suffer and go back in the grind. That internal dialogue you have with yourself when you're in misery and you're uncomfortable, it's a real, scary, unfiltered, no lying dialogue between you and yourself. And people know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about when you're in a bad spot in life and your mind is saying all kind of shit. That's who you really are. That's the real you. No Rocky Balboa moments going on up there. Like, hey, you know, it's around 14. Let's come on. We got this. No, it's like this. I'm out of here, man. This is crazy. That's where the growth happens. When you're able to stay in that moment and talk yourself back into the suck of wherever you're going through, and you start stripping those layers away. But as you're stripping those layers away, you're building calluses over top of shit in your mind. That's where the growth starts to happen. Is when you have to force yourself to stay in it. You can't leave it. Every day is gonna suck. And live like that. To be better. And I put this way, I'm in the water is going over my head, the Pacific Ocean, you know it's freezing. February, cold. Been through 3 hell weeks. For you to constantly win, when this voice over here, the real you, is saying, get the fuck out of here. Go. You're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's the real reality of David Goggins at 24 years old. It's not a false reality. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than that other voice. And you're in the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to. But you win. And it goes from the water to the studying, to the running, to losing weight, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're winning these battles. And the thing about it is, you have to be really, and sometimes all the voices are telling you the wrong, man. But through years, not a podcast or listening to a book or reading a book, years of sacrifice, of suffering, of diligent, pinpoint work on what you want to do for yourself. Not like, oh, let me just do a bunch of shit. I want to be in every task possible. No. Pinpoint what I want to do with my life. What happens is you have all these voices that are telling you you're f***ed up and this is gonna be hard, but for some reason, you put so much practice into you that you can ignore every one of them that are telling you you're not gonna f***ing make it and still be able to f***ing make it. Because you have put the practice in that you know this is the process. It's such a daunting task that all the voices are saying no. But you still have the conviction that I know I can do this. And that's what it took for me to get here 30 years ago, 25 years ago, pipe dream. And ever since then, every voice was like, you're a f***ing nut. But when you put that practice in, every day you lace them up, and I don't mean run, it's just a metaphor for life. When you lace them motherfuckers up every day, pretty soon you win. Pretty soon you'll win. Your mind is so powerful, and I didn't realize it. I went through 3 hell weeks, Ranger School, Delta Force selection, all this stuff. This incident I'm gonna explain to you right now was where I realized we are only at 40% of what we are capable of. Here I am, right idea to do this race called Badwater 135. I Googled the 10 hardest races in the world. What came up? Crazy race in Death Valley. Summertime, 135 miles. I knew nothing about ultra running. I thought you would camp out, run 20 miles. Then one day, and then run 20 miles again until you got 135 miles. I had no idea what I was doing. Called the race director up, he's like, hey, have you run 100 miles? I was like, what, in a week or what? What are you talking about? He's like, no, in 24 hours or less. I said, no. He goes, you got to qualify to get in this race. You have to run 100 miles in 24 hours or less. He was trying to call my bluff. I call him up on a Wednesday. He goes, hey, there's a race in San Diego on Saturday, where it's a 24-hour race where you run around, a 1-mile track for 24 hours. And if you get 100 miles, I will consider you in my race. It really helps to be smart, people. And I was not smart in this situation. I said, I did the math. It's about a 14-something minute mile. I can do that. Anyway, I show up on Saturday with a blue lawn chair, Ritz Crackers Mileplex, and my ex-wife. And every mile I'm gonna see her, I'm gonna grab some Ritz Crackers and some Mileplex. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it's bliss. That whole ignorance is bliss thing. So I get to 70 miles pretty damn fast. I get to 70 miles in like 12, 13 hours. What do you think happens to your body when you haven't trained for that kind of mileage? A lot of bad things, but I thought I was in good shape. It was amazing. So I hadn't gone to the bathroom at all. I sit down, big mistake. I sit down in this blue lawn chair, I sit down, looking at my ex-wife, I'm seeing like 3 or 4 of her. I'm like, this is not good. So I'm trying to play it off because I know where I'm about to go. So I'm sitting there, and when you haven't gone to the bathroom, you're dehydrated, your nutrition's all jacked up, you sit down, you gotta go to the bathroom now. So I look at my ex-wife and go, do you love me? She said, yes. Why? I go, because I'm gonna take a shit on myself right now. Because I can't stand up because my blood pressure's all messed up. So I'm sitting there literally pooping up my back and peeing blood down my leg. She's a nurse, so she's concerned. And I'm telling you right now, there's one thing you never want to hear as a black person. She said, you're starting to turn white. So I'm sitting there and I'm all jacked up. And I'm like, okay, how in the world am I I got 30 miles to go. I should quit, but I didn't. What I started doing through this whole process was I started to study myself in the dark times. So instead of just quitting real fast, I said, no, I'm going to quit, but not right now.
So I sat back for a second and I said, let me get some water, let me hydrate, let me clean myself up a little bit, let me get some nutrition. I wasn't dizzy. It's okay. My feet are all messed up. Let me see if I can walk. I'm gonna walk 1 mile and then I'll go home. That'll be a great accomplishment for me, 71 miles. So I took this massive thing and I started breaking it down into small chunks. And as I started breaking it down into small chunks, I started realizing maybe I'll walk 1 more mile. But at the pace I was walking, I wasn't gonna make the time. So this is when I realized the whole 40% rule. Those of you who worry, red can't hurt me, you understand it. Basically, the 40% rule is when we have a governor on our brains, like a governor on a car. A car may say 130, but if you put a governor on a car, it can only go 101. We do the same thing to our brains. I was born with limited horizons, born on the other side of the tracks. I didn't think I could be anybody. So my governor was myself. So once you take that governor off, you have limitless horizons.
I think one of the most important parts about the way you express yourself in your books is that you do talk about your weaknesses. And you do talk about your past and how you started off on this journey, and you talk about how there are those moments that you doubt.
Oh yeah.
But you still go.
Oh yeah, sometimes I call it, you got called audible. The line of scrimmage, man, like some of the great quarterbacks, they'll be at the line of scrimmage and they'll look at the defense. The defense is off. Defense is shifting. And you call an audible. In my mind, a lot of times, man, I'm like, it doesn't mean I quit. I don't quit. I may not make it the first time, but I'll come back. I gotta call an audible. I gotta get my head back in the game. I gotta figure this shit out. It doesn't mean you leave. It means you study it more. It means you study it more. And whenever I fail at something, people always say, man, how do you handle failure, man? I fail a lot, dude. I fail all the fucking time. They go, how do you handle it? What I'm trying to do, and this isn't being arrogant, man, it's being real. Not many people are trying to do. So there's not many people who can even open their fucking mouth and criticize me when I do fail. Because I'm trying to do shit, man, that many people aren't trying to do, but I don't look at failure as failure. I look at failure as your first, second, third, fourth, fifth attempt. I look at them as attempts. I don't look at anything as failure. Because when you're willing to try to do something, not trying is failure. That's not some after school special shit. But when you're able to go out there, there is no failure. It's attempts. Because when you're trying to do something that's bigger than you, whatever you are, whoever you are, if you're paralyzed, you're trying to walk one step and you didn't fail, motherfucker. That was your first attempt. If that's your biggest thing, that's how your mindset needs to go into everything. So I don't look at it as failure is a big word like that gets people down. We give so much power to words. I don't. I take the power right away. I didn't feel shit.
In the end, God gives you exactly what you deserve. So if you're not happy with your life, you have to ask yourself, do you really deserve more? Have you really tried 100% of the time? Did you ignore that headache? Are you as competent as you could possibly be? Have you given 100% every time you've done anything? No. You deserve what you have. You deserve your mediocrity because you're an average person. You want a Lambo and these women and a boat and whatever else you want because you see it on Instagram, but wanting something and deserving something are very different things. If you truly deserved it, you'd be working for it in a way that ensures it would be given to you by the universe.
You need to learn how to romanticize your suffering, the beautiful burn of a long run, the death stare of a blank page, loss, failure, heartbreak. There are feelings so rare, so real, you can only get them through pain. Life is empty without them. Love is dull. Art is soulless. Goals are worthless. Your best work lies beyond your worst days. So don't hide away from the dark place. Live in it. Soak in it. Feel everything. Because the hotter the fire, the brighter the burn. Intensity is not meant to stay inside you. It needs to escape, somewhere, to something. A craft, a sport, a mission, an unstoppable obsession that turns your gift into a gift for the world. It's dangerous to be energetic and indecisive. That power builds up with nowhere to go and makes you bitter and insecure. If you're built different, you have to build. You need challenges to find your limits. You need limits to find yourself. There's a version of you that only exists at the end of extreme effort. You enter a dark, dreamlike maze inside your mind. You see yourself from the third person, and the only way out is becoming someone new. Most will never enter that dark place. They won't get close. They'll never see what's on the other side. But what's on the other side is everything.
Your laziness, your lack of discipline, it doesn't just affect you. You see, whether you realize it or not, there are people that depend on you. And more importantly, there are people that will depend on who you could become. Who you decide to be matters. This isn't just about you enjoying your life. When you're too fat to run around and play with your kids, that affects them. When someone falls ill in your family and you're too broke to help them, that affects them. When you haven't developed the mental fortitude and the mental strength to deal with difficult situations and a truly difficult situation arrives and you're too wrapped up in your own problems to help anyone else, that affects them. If you are not going to do it for yourself, do it for the people that depend on you to be the best you.
I'd rather be a man who crashes and burns on his way to large problems than be a normal man who dies in the thoughts of all the things that he wished he could have achieved.
Everyone wants to see fast results, but true success is only done through consistency and time. Otherwise, it's luck. Whether it's hitting the gym, growing your investments, or mastering a mindset, you have to be willing to put in the work consistently. Sure, you won't see results the very next day, but in a year, everyone will be shocked at how far you've come. Remember this, you don't lose when you fail. You lose when you quit.
Your thoughts, you will start to guard them. You'll start to monitor them. You're going to start to really pay close attention to what's going on. See, once you become aware of this truth, that the universal creative power can only be what you feel and think it to be, it will become eager and willing to do your bidding. Say, this understanding will enable you to be filled with the expectant attitude, and to expect the materialization of the image will become most natural for you. Do you know that if you put this particular tape on and play it every day for at least a month, there's so much depth to this idea. Every time you read it, you're going to see it clearer. It'll be as if you're standing at the base of a tall building facing east. And somebody said, what's the view like facing east? And you'll describe it. But then you go in and you raise your consciousness, you move up to the third floor and you go to the east wall and you look through the window. The view is different. You're still facing east, but it's different. And then you go and you raise your consciousness and you go up to the 10th floor and you go to the east wall and you look, but it's different. It's much more beautiful. And ultimately, if you'll keep listening to this and watching it and thinking it and relating it to your own life, you're going to work your way to the roof and you'll see as far as your eyes can take you. It's like Paul told me one time. He said, go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll see how to go further. Troward said, if you think your thought's powerful, it's powerful.
If the goal of life is to live a life which in retrospect we are glad that we lived, it's important to give ourselves perspective, to develop that metacognizance, to step away from the urgent, to step away from the phenomenological day-to-day existence, because the present self is a petulant child. It's lazy and it wants the path of least resistance and that glass of wine and that new movie on Netflix and the couch looks really comfortable. Very rarely does it do...
Yeah, well, that's the danger with impulsive happiness, is that it does have that present-bound quality.
And in retrospect, that can lead to a life that's not well lived.
Generally, that, yes. Life definitely places philosophical demands on you, whether you want it to or not. And so it is useful to step back. I mean, that's likely why the trait openness evolved. That's the creativity dimension. That's the dimension that allows people to engage in philosophical discourse and to think laterally. And it does allow you to step back and look at things on a broader scale and to generate creative alternatives. The problem with examining your assumptions is it's very disquieting. you know, because you want things to act the way you predict and desire them to act. And you work within a set of axioms and you act them out in order to maintain that predictability, that desirable predictability. If you mess around, the more fundamental the axiom that you question, the more uncertainty you release. And some of that can be positive, but plenty of it can be anxiety provoking. I mean, just imagine that you're in a relationship and, you know, it's maybe a year into it and you haven't formalized and finalized it, but then one day you allow yourself to ask the question, is this the relationship I want to be in? Well, that's a fundamental question, but just imagine now you're destabilizing your entire future. You're destabilizing your present. You're destabilizing your past, because while engaging in the relationship, you're acting out the assumption that it's the proper relationship. But now you question that. That means the story you told yourself about what was happening while it happened, even though it's already happened, was wrong and something else had happened. And then you have to think through what actually happened. So it's unbelievably demanding. And the more axiomatic the assumption, the more certainty is cast into troublesome chaos. Now, you could say, yeah, but the alternative is worse. And I believe that often that's true, but the thing about the alternative is that you can always forestall it, right?
Mañana.
Ask that question tomorrow. You bet. And it's a very powerful temptation, and no wonder. You know, do you want to dig up the body now, or do you want to wait a month? It's like, well, it'll be more rotten in a month, but it's not a month. It's not now, right? It's not now. And so I understand why people don't want to delve into things, even if their emotions indicate that they should. I mean, I would see this all the time. If you're trying to settle an important issue with your partner, let's say, that can be a tremendously troublesome excavation process. And there's no shortage of pain. But if you sort it out, then maybe things can be better. Doesn't mean it's easy or pleasant. Quite the contrary. It's like surgery. It's like surgery to remove something, you know, that shouldn't be there. It's necessary, but man, still surgery.
Motherfucker, the purpose is you. We forget that. Every fucking day I wake up and I don't want to do some fucking shit. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't? So it's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no fucking 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life fucking sucks. You're in the fucking dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm still going to get it. Because when that time comes, because the time is going to come, when that purpose is there, you'll be ready. I became obsessed with being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created. Am I that? I don't care. I believe it. And I was trying to tell him, once you become obsessed with something, obsessed, it's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say, you got to be balanced. To be the best in the world at what you do. It's not about being a Navy SEAL, people. The best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of fucking energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. And then you help other people become better from you being the best in the world. So if your family doesn't understand, why are you so daggone crazy? Because I'm trying to be the best I can to give you the best that I am. And it takes being fucking obsessed to where people think you're crazy. People look at me and say, oh my God, you're a masochist, you're this and that. I'm not gonna get into how bad I was in all these races and SEAL training. I had 21 stretch fractures going through Hell Week. 21 stretch fractures. You know what I did? I taped my ankles up. Roger that. I want to be a SEAL. So I did it. Become obsessed with being great. It changes everything. I always fix the things on the surface. So if I couldn't read and write, I learned to read and write. I would always fix these things on the surface level. And so whenever something hard would raise its ugly head, I didn't have any kind of tools to handle it. I'm like, man, I thought I fixed this already, man. But no, I didn't go deep into the dungeon of my soul to say, okay, what is making you a quitter? What is making you a weak man? What is making you afraid? And so that's why I kept on quitting, going back to start, or not knowing how to get through hard times. And that's why I was telling people, I'm not a theorist. I didn't study like that is relentless. You're lazy. You know exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. Because even me, in my state of, I can't read or write, I mean exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it. It sucks to do it. It sucks to wake up every morning of your life and say, God, man, I'm not smart. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta study the same shit that I got one of the highest scores in the nation on. And do it again. Do it again. Do it again. It's not just there. It's not just there permanently. So yeah, it's all stick. It's all stick. The only carrot you have is like, maybe there's been this unrelenting voice in my head. We all have this voice. It's the right or wrong voice. And a lot of times that voice guides us into comfort. And my voice guided me into comfort a lot. But I have this other voice I heard my whole life saying, hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? Nah, man, we got to go over here. We got to go over here to that rock pile over in the fucking corner where nobody's at. That's where victory's at. We're over in that corner. So this voice was giving me all these answers. Now, I wasn't a real smart kid growing up, but I had this crazy voice in my head saying, over there is where the fucking answers are. And I didn't want to listen to it because over there was pain. Over there was me looking in the mirror. Over there was me being accountable for all these things I went through my life. Even though people put them on me, it's now mine to own. And I didn't want to go over there by myself, but I had to. And this voice was guiding me there. It's God, whatever you want to call it. But that's what it was in me. It self-disciplines everything. And if you don't have it, I don't look at you right because I know you're capable of more. Accountable. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. We count on people too much to get us through shit. And we look to our right, we look to our left, we're looking for help. And if you can build that self, you can build that total accountability in oneself. And it's not about being selfish. I'm trying to create a better me. So hopefully people who are hearing this are taking it the right way, can say, I can run a mile. It ain't about running 205 fucking miles, doing 4 hours, being in the city. It ain't about all that shit. Shit doesn't matter. I want you to see how fucking far you can go. And that's all it's about, yourself. And that's where it all comes from. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. It's fucking me against me, period. And so I had to man up. And I said, the first thing I gotta start doing is facing every fucking fear I have. No matter what the fuck it is, man. And these things would keep me up at night. No one, people who are hearing this shit, they will never really understand and grasp when you face these things and so many things, how they keep you up and haunt you at night. I had 2 options: to either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month, and at 24 years old, knowing when I'm 50 fucking years old, I can reflect on this and think about what guy I never became, or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed. So I started calling recruiters up. I said, I'm gonna go be a fucking Navy SEAL. I'm out running at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, in the gym, long sessions by myself. That's real. How I'm able to just extract dopamine, the good dopamine whenever I want. Man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. And while I'm still hard on myself, I know what I did. So whenever times get bad for me, people, all this, who's gonna carry the boats and love? That's real. I hate that people know me for that guy, because that guy is not every fucking day. Like when they see me, they want that energy. That's not me every day. I can extract it immediately when I need to, because when you train alone, and I lived alone for so many years in this misery, and you're able to get out of it by yourself, I can take myself to such a level of real passion and purpose, and like the feeling I get is something I can't even explain by myself. I don't need anyone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. I have a resume full of fucking motivation that whenever I'm down, I'm like, oh, hang on, motherfucker. Oh, you know the truth.
You know the truth. You know the darkness of the fucking dungeons and the fucking demons that fly. You know. And then from there, it's like, okay, you were there. You know this. There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you. It was you. There was no pat in the fucking back at 300, at 275, at 250, at 220. No, that was you. So those things that come out of me, that extract from me in the darkness, people are looking for that pat on the back. Where is it? Oh, I don't need it. Because what I've done is in the fucking unseen work, I built Frankenstein. So whenever shit gets nasty, David Goggins goes, "You had nobody anyway, motherfucker." So see how I'm talking myself right now? That's me. That shit fires me the fuck up. That shit makes me fucking nuts. You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom. You did that. So as times get hard for me, the truth comes out. And my truth is powerful as fuck. It's real. It's tangible. I feel it. It comes out of my brain as I speak about it. I'm reliving every single dark moment of my life to be here. So that is what people don't get. That is what motivates David Goggins, is the unseen work. But everybody needs that pat on the back. They need that training partner. They need that accountability coach. I don't need that shit. And neither do they. But it's what we've trained ourselves to believe that we need. That life is one big psychological warfare that you play on yourself. You play on yourself, man. The most important conversation I ever had is with myself. And the shit I was telling myself was so fucked up. It was so wrong. It was so misguided. And other people start to write that dialogue for you also. And it starts to be what you say to yourself every single day. And I started creating a whole nother warfare. A whole nother battle started becoming. I was like, oh, hang on a second, Goggins. You have these tools. You have these tools. Your life was basically the perfect grounds for training for where you need to go in your life. All the beatings, all the bullying, all the, you going through learning disabilities, all the struggles. It was the absolute perfect training ground for you to go to where you need to go. And that's how I started looking at my life versus woe is me, poopy.
All right, guys, can we agree that I should take this trade a lot earlier, right? Obviously, I know we have lots of liquidity, right? But that wasn't really what I was targeting. I was targeting this here. Price of purchase equal low. Again, we didn't even trade it. We broke through, which is okay, right? But I'm still targeting this, right? Honestly, I could have entered a lot earlier, guys, because we have a rejection block up to this area here. But what I was waiting for is a retracement. I was not rating, especially when you backtest, guys. It's very hard to be able to determine, and especially when you use like a replay, like trading historical market, it's very hard to catch these moves, especially when I'm waiting for retrace. If I knew that I wasn't gonna retrace, I would have entered already and took a low, like hella low, like I don't know. This right here, but knowing me, I was took it from here to here. It could have been an A plus setup. So honestly, wait, what are you trading? Oh, what's up, bro? I'm trading. It says up here. NAS 100 and SPX, which is ES and NQ, but these are CFDs models, so these are not they're not regulated in the United States because they're able to change the spread whenever they want to. They are the broker that is actually the broker that created it, right? What they're doing is that they're mirroring it. Yeah, that was her last night. So yeah. So yeah. What do you trade? I'm assuming you trade futures. But I'm only 17, so once I'm 18, I'm gonna get my first account. So I don't think I'm my first account. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do. Honestly, I don't really know. My win rate is sitting at a 55% win rate right now, and I've been basically backtesting almost every single day. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep going to. Is that a Forex or what app are you? Oh, okay. I'm using FX Replay. So you go to search bar and type in FX Replay, and this allows you to be able to backtest. So this is what it like. So just all of that, and it doesn't really matter. So if you trade Forex, you're able to do Forex. You're able to do Bitcoin. I'm sure right now. So you have this is backtesting, and you have prop firm sessions, which is basically the paid version where you're able to mimic the rules. So let's say you're using Top Step, right? The max you can lose is $1,000. I mean, a daily loss is $1,000. Your max is $2,000, and you're able to go to your assets, but it's basically what you're trading. You have stocks, future, forex, crypto, indices, which is I'm trading indices currently, in metal and energies and agri agriculture. I don't know what that is. Okay, I don't know. I don't trade this, but only one I trade is indices, CFDs, and soon I'm gonna trade indices futures. So very excited when I get my first live account because it's just the same thing. The data is the same thing, especially the broker I use is it's the same thing. So yeah. Alright, well, I'll send you the link actually, so you could just copy it. There you go. Oh shit. Alright. There, that's the link I just sent in the group chat, or not group chat. I mean the live stream. I just sent it. Anyways, yeah, I won this trade, so I mean, we tried we took this trade honestly because we had a rejection block at these highs, and I think we had a 5 minute fair value gap, which yeah, we did. Price didn't even inversed it. I should have been monitoring these lows because this is the most this was the appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem. But yeah, I took this because we had a 5 minute fair value gap, and I should have monitored these lows for price to break these lows. This is where I should have been entering. And broke it. I didn't even enter it. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe that we went all the way down. I'm just so mad at myself, guys. Like, I always wait to the last minute to enter. I don't know why I do that. I have every single confirmation sitting right in front of me, and I don't take a trade. Why do I do that? That is something I need to figure out my own. Every single time, I always do this. Well, it's just literally always on. I have backtest. I don't know why backtesting is so hard. It's just that moves too fast. Wow. It's honestly it's whatever. Still winning trade. Speed up the markets. Go to. Hey, how you guys day going? Yeah, I got some money in here. What's up, bro? How's your Valentine's going? Let's go. Let me just speed this up. Now, I've been live for a long time actually. What time is it? Oh, 4 o'clock. There we go. All right, what are we looking at? We are at a close to 50% range. Damn, I'm glad I created that 50% range. I don't even know how that works. Goated, bro. Goated. You can actually kind of okay. Let me mark these areas before I start to the app. So let's mark out this high here, which is at 75% range. I'll get the other high, which is at 50% range. I actually get the highest wick at the highest, but that's the highest. Oh, it's going good, brother. I see you streaming and trading and just hop on. That's what's up. Yeah. Honestly, bro, I've been back to almost every single day. I did a back to Friday. My girlfriend didn't let me, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record a video on Thursday and just low key just post that instead. I like to be consistent when I do this. I'm 20 and I'm looking into trading as well. That's what's up, bro. So like, you just got into trading, or have you been trading like a little bit? I've been trading for how long? Back 5 months, 5 months. Yeah, bro, anything is literally possible. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think when I first started trading, bro. I'm like, okay, you know what? So my grandpa and like my cousin trades, and I want to get into this last year. So when I seen that when I seen that my grandpa was like, you know what, I'm gonna teach you. So he sent me these videos, and like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. And I was watching Scarface, and somebody else, I forgot his name is Cam something. He's like a little older guy, and it was teaching me about the candle patterns and all that stuff. And then I found TJR, and I started watching TJR a lot more. So yeah, I think TJR is actually good for. Yeah, I think TJR is actually good for a beginner. I downloaded a crypto account and I never traded before. Wait, what do you mean that you download a crypto account? Sorry, a little confused there. Well, alright, you should load that. We should even get to. If we get to these, I'm done. Alright. Oh, I also have an order block here. What am I doing? Order block. Perfect. You should actually hit these highs here, though. High TAP. That's that 50% I'm looking for? Yeah, that is. Looking at your stream, I don't know nothing about what you're doing. Okay, I could teach you. What do you not know? Like, what do you not know in trading, I guess, if I ask? Like, you know anything about candles? Oh, you made a trading account. Okay. So if I was you, before you put money into a live account, first of all, go with prop firms, and also before you even start trading, you should practice. You should at least put I say 2-3 months into practice accounts before you even go to a prop or a live account, just so that you understand the fundamentals of trading. Because there's a lot into trading that I'm still learning, even about like institutions. So when I say institution, I'm talking about banks and all of that stuff. Okay. I could teach you about the candlesticks right real quick. You wanna like learn or what? And I'm gonna break it down how I was taught. This is not an order block here, but here's our last leg now. I know anything about it. Oh, you don't know anything about it? Okay, okay. So okay, let me show you. Let me black out my chart. Give me a second. I'm not doing it. Oh, damn, you kidding me? I gotta fucking reset everything. Fuck me, man. Okay, that's cool. All right. So look, let me show you. So this is how I was taught. So we have a green candle. I'm gonna teach you how I taught my girlfriend. So it's actually hella simple. I might make this green. I should make the whole thing green. All right. So this is a green candle, right? And then this is gonna be a red candle. So when you look at these candles, right, you're obviously gonna see that this one, the market goes up, right, as you can see, and the red one, the market goes down, right? Now the reason why that these events even occur, which give me a second. I wish it was a lot easier to do this. I hate doing this shit. Okay, there we go. Like I was saying, so as you can see that green, always the market goes up, right? Red, market goes down, right? So we're looking at this green candle, right? Which is our green candle for now. So I'll show you on the charts. This means buys, right? So buys equal bullish, okay? Don't forget that if you're on PC, open your notes or something like that, and put that. So buys equal bullish. So when market goes up, that is bullish, right? When market goes down, that's bearish. So in shorter terms, bulls and bears, right? That makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. I could go back to it. And then this one is seller. It's a sell candle, right? So we go sell equal bearish, right? Now the only thing that you need to pay attention the most to is the open to close, right? Now looking at it in the upstream, right? So let me show you on an actual chart, on a physical chart. When market goes up, right? How does it goes up and where does it start from? So as you can see, right, if we're in a bullish, right, in a bull trend, right, obviously the market has to go up, right? So that means that the market is going up, right? That means that the open will be from the bottom. The open would be from the bottom, because if the open is from the top, then it wouldn't make any sense, because if the open from the top, then we're most likely to go down. Does that make any sense or no? In shorter terms, this is where, actually let me draw, because that'd be a lot more easier, so you actually understand what I'm talking about. So looking at, so since open start from the bottom, right, we are looking for higher highs and higher lows. So imagine this. It's so hard to teach this shit. But imagine this. If this is where the buyer started from, right? And we're moving higher, obviously mean that this is a uptrend. Don't mind this low here. This is just these are how uptrend moves. Or it's a lot of uptrends can move, but yeah. Okay, good. So open starts from the bottom, right? Close starts from the top, or close from the top. Because that if we didn't have a close, right, price would just move higher and move higher and move higher. And that's not how a market should like actually operate. So this is on the hourly, but if I go to the daily, like obviously you can see how price behaves a lot more, because that there's not much noise. And when I said noise, there's not much. So on a daily chart, on chart time, this is how it looks like. So there's not much noise. And when I say by noise, if I go to, I'm gonna go to 5 minutes, you see how price it actually is. You see how it moves a lot, right? So you're gonna be like, oh wait a minute, but like all of this is not on the daily, right? Because these are called up here is called, what is this shit called? Oh, these are called time intervals. That's what that shit called. I forgot what it's called. These are called time intervals basically up here. So we have our 5 second, which I don't have, because I gotta buy it. I'm not buying that shit. I don't even use that. So every single time frame shows how price behaves. So now on hourly, what we see here is that we have our red candle here, right? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, five red candles, right? If I go to a 5 minute, we see how that price acted every 5 minutes, right? So as you can see, we have a strong downtrend, right? So obviously from up here to up here, that's the 1 hour. This is that another hour, right? That retracement. Another hour, another hour. If that makes more sense. It's so hard to explain. But yeah. But the one thing I could say on trading that you need to learn the most is candle patterns, honestly. I think I was studying candle patterns for like almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks. For me to even understand how candle patterns even work, I was studying for like 2 weeks and under. And also, forgot to show you. These are called wicks. Let me show you. Let me open this box up right here. So I obviously have open here. These are called wicks. Give me a second. I gotta change the color of this. Why is it not like, oh, it's text. Let's go to green. There. Okay. Anyways, now looking at this, right? Since we open from the top, right? Since we open from the bottom, right? Obviously, for red candle, it opened from the top, right? So let's say this. We have this sell candle, right? I'm gonna put it over. I'm gonna explain it after in a second. Now, since we open from the top, right? And let's say this, move this up the way. Sellers, right? Went all the way down, right? Put it in the middle now. Buyers was able to push price all the way back up, right? And now it's yeah, thanks. Well, thanks, bro. How much should I invest? Don't invest anything right now. Dead eyes. Don't invest anything right now. Like you need to study. I could send a couple of YouTube videos, or wait, there's like someone else in my chat though. Maybe you should ask them. Yo, cause from how I learn, it's gonna be different from how you learn. Like I literally, bro, I spent like 3 months of watching videos, and after that, I said, fuck it, I'm not watching shit anymore. So yeah, I mean that ass. Yeah. You want me to send you videos or what? I could send you a couple videos for me too. Yeah, bro, it took me a dead ass long time to learn this. Like even from the uptrends and downtrends, I struggle with all of that. I have to like force myself to learn, bro. Also, and these are called. Let me show you. Well, I actually showed you it. No, these are called uptrends. So uptrend look like this: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Crypto is more different. I could say but that ass crypto is a lot different. I say that reason why I say this is because that crypto is. I'm pretty sure crypto is a lot more time consuming than trading futures. I'm pretty sure. I have a boy that trades futures. I'm not future crypto, and yeah, that shit takes a long time to move. Especially now. I mean, right now we've been bearish. So, like, what kind of crypto are you planning on trading? Bitcoin. You could do Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure you could buy Bitcoin low. I'm not planning on hold it. I get confused because a lot of people have to trade on. Yeah, and that's fine. That bro, that is fine. That is fine. You don't need to like don't worry about what apps people use, especially in the trading community, bro. Doesn't matter like what app people use. Like for me, I use a totally different app. So don't let the apps confuse you and overwhelm you. It's all the same thing. Okay, some might use lower commissions. Are they all the same trades, just different apps? Yeah, they're all different. They're all different, but like market wise is same. Not different at all. The reason I said that they're different is because that a lot of them offer different spreads, and some of them might be a derivative, meaning that they're a product. So there's like a lot of Bitcoin. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I bet yeah. Like some of the spreads, like when I say about spreads, um, like there's so much, bro, so much fucking shit. Like literally, this is what a spread is. So you see like this line here. Like you see how like this line is like very stiff. Let me open up my broker real quick. Let me show you. There's different broke like what the fuck? Are they fixing something? I know that. Alright, I'm not logging in on that shit. Let me show you. Show you different. So we have different Bitcoins. So these are brokers basically. I'm not sure what broker is. Bitstamp is. I don't know. Coinbase. I know what that is, but um. So you see how this line is. So when I enter this trade, right, the spread might be a little lower. See. Now, sometimes, depending on what you use, the spread could be anywhere from down here, and for you to make money, like from right here, like this needs to go down to that line. Damn, I actually bought it one time. What the fuck? Well, like, are you planning to invest in crypto or what? I wouldn't say invest in crypto right now. I think, I'm pretty sure price been, I don't know. I'm pretty sure price been dropping hella hard. Is what I've been hearing. Well, I asked my friend that trade crypto. He knows better than I do. I've been hearing that crypto's crashing a lot, so I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, I mean, bro, just gotta take my whole chart. Why you gonna give it to me? What the fuck that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, yeah, I've been dropping her. Yeah, actually, I'm saying yeah, it's why I don't trade. But ask my grandpa about his opinion about crypto, and he's like, nah. He's like, oh no, I don't know. He said that it's a fake, some fake. I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't know. But like, why? Like, what is your reason why you want to like learn how to trade? If I ask, like, what is your reason? If anything, bro, I will start with discourse, bro. And this is how I learned. I started with this course here. It's free. I invested a little on Cash App. They've been dropping hard out. Yeah, it has. I never even invested on Cash App, honestly. Yeah, so this is TDR. Always you should watch this. So this is his boot camp. And after you watch his boot camp, bro, you do not trust me. You do not need to sit here and watch the whole boot camp. Honestly, I didn't even do that. So, mm, mm, mm. So as you, bro, I watched like most of his videos, and after I stopped. This shit got I ain't gonna lie, it got boring, bro. Gonna invest in 15 years from now. Yeah, you should look at into ETFs. You should get into ETFs. That's what I was gonna do. I'm waiting till I'm 18, bro. This is my first prop account. I'm looking like a little nervous. I think I'm a pretty okay trader, but yeah. Hopefully I don't blow my account. But I don't think honestly, bro, I don't really think I'm gonna blow my account. I think I'm just gonna like get more nervous because it's my first time like trading with actual money. So yeah, I don't want to like lose like 200 in one trade. I'm like, fuck, bro. Because now when I've been trading, I've been bro, the market's been so choppy. I don't know why it's like this, but yeah, it's actually been choppy as hell. I think I'm using old data. I don't know. It gotta be right. Has to be. I can't even find S&P divergence for real. That's why I'm looking into trading. Into trades and investing my money into stocks that's going to be worth millions when I'm 30. Oh, why am I 30s? Wait, so you're at 20 right now? Like, do you work a job or not? It's cold as fuck. Well, I've been live for 2 hours, so I think I'm good for today. Hey, bro, if I show you my notebook, where is my notebook? Where the fuck is my notebook? Oh, so wait there. If I show you my notebook, bro, you'd be like, damn, bro. Matter of fact, you want to see my notebook? I can show you it. Let me show you it. Hold on. It's cold. All right, let me show you my notebook. Let me show you my trade notebook. Hold on, let me show you. Why can't I turn them on? Okay. Let me show you my online. Bro, this shit's crazy. I have so much in my notebook, bro. Yeah, I'm 20. Yeah, but that's a good age, Loki. That's a good age to start investing. Not gonna lie. Hold up. Alright, there we go. Hold up. I think it's on. Is it on? I can't tell. Alright, bro, look at this. Okay, I don't know if it's. But can you see? Can you see good enough? I don't know. Why is it like sideways? So how the fuck do you fix this? Hold up. Um, dude, how do you fix this? This shit is sideways. Give me 1 second. Okay, there. Wait. There. Okay, is that better? Okay, is that better? Okay, that's a lot better. I'm waiting for you. I can see the okay. It's my trade mode, bro. Like literally, it's bonkers. So looking into my notebook, as you can see, I have literally all the kind of patterns that I was mastering. Why is it blurry? So In the bullish, we have a small, long body hammer, hangman, spinning top, shooting star, gravestone, dragonfly doji, and we have this. I don't know what the hell this is. This is like some strat that somebody was showing. But yeah, see, there you go. And this is bearish, I'm pretty sure, red, yeah. And this is, I don't know, okay, I don't know. Literally, this. I just want to make sure it doesn't freeze, but we have this. Yeah, more. Bro, why is it like, okay, there it is. More, just a lot more. Just all this shit, all of this. So now there's sometimes it be like this. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know. I did not want to make these bit like, dude. I did not want to do that at all, bro. Like, I just want to just be on charts instead of like watching YouTube videos, and that's kind of what brought my passion out. Now, do I follow these rules? Do I even use support and resistance? No, I do not use this. To me, that does not work. And I was just drawing things. Find perfect support and resistance zones. They work on the chart, but not as effectively. I love it so much. I just have more, bro. More. Just look at all this, bro. Oh, now I'm in a boot camp. This is boot camp day 8. So we're getting close to where I stopped at. Yeah, just went for days, bro. Too close now. Not everybody notebook, bro, is gonna be like this. Okay, my notebook is just, and I stopped there. Okay. I watch ICC, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not watching ICC. That is bullshit. And then I have another one for school. I have like another one I use for when I go to school. How do you flip this, though? Hold up. Hold on. Okay, let me do this. How the fuck do you flip this? Front. Okay. There. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, wait. Uh, oh my god, I look like shit. I look so bad. Look at my hair. Oh my god, bro. I'm turning on my webcam in a minute. Oh yeah, I feel you. Sometimes it's good to just have. Yeah, it does. No, it actually helps you though. If yeah, I write down. I mean, I take notes. I still do. Look, I still do. Like, I'm just not writing on paper. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. It's too much. I just have a lot of notes. I have a lot of notes, to be honest. TBH. But yeah, incredible notes, so thanks. I think they're alright. My girlfriend knows she's low-key a lot more organized than me, bro. She traced trend line, so if I don't even know how to dude, I don't know how to do a trend line in this. How the fuck do you draw? Okay, it's trend lines. This, right? Bias, sells above these highs. Since we form an uptrend here, like this. Now let's see if price even if price intercept this area here it should go higher. I think. Wait. Typing. What the fuck? We just actually wait a minute. That shit might be the method, bro. Wait a minute. I'm not even lying to you. A plus setup trade here. And now we have another downtrend from off their uptrend. I think if price touches line, we should move higher. I guess so. Yeah. I don't know how this shit works. I don't know how this works. Mm-mm-mm. I should hate breaking my neck sometimes, bro. Like my desk is like 44 inches, so like I have a monitor, mount projecting. It's good, but I just wish that I'm gonna break my neck all the time. But I barely use it. Honestly, I barely use that shit. Like my second monitor, I barely use my second monitor. So I guess like doesn't really matter. What was she talking? Wait, oh my, wait, what? What? Trying to hit me. What the fuck is? How much did you invest today? Wait, what the fuck? Like, I didn't invest in the markets are closed right now. At least for CFDs. Bro, my hair is dead ass. Oh, it's right here. God, what the fuck? I might be cooked. And hair fucking falling on and shit. Okay, wait. God, wait. Yo. Yo. I didn't invest anything today though. I'm back testing right now. As you can see, May 20. I lost 2 trades. You could do the math. You want to do the math, but yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, Discord. Wait, are you PC or what are you? Yeah, what are you actually? I'm curious. What do you post? Oh shit. Okay, so you do YouTube. Oh, what the hell? I followed you, bro. Okay. Open condom prank on girlfriend. Hiding King PS5. Bro, don't stop YouTube, that ass. Don't stop YouTube. You look hella entertaining. I just don't watch. Like personally, I don't watch YouTube like that, bro. Yeah, don't stop YouTube, bro. What the fuck? Keep going. What? What is bad testing basically allows you to trade historical markets, basically to practice and basically improve your strategy. You have Discord or no? We can talk on Discord. Yeah, I followed you. Look, let me see. Follow. See which one. Selling weed and okay. That's what I want. Let's look at this. Okay. I'm pretty sure your girlfriend beat the shit out of you. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Bro. Bro, this shit. It's actually funny. What the hell? Bro, bro, you happy as hell. That shit big, bro. That's fucked up, bro. Low key, bro. My girlfriend, I would take advantage of this. I'm not gonna lie. I would take advantage. I was thinking, man, I'm like, I need to wings up or some food. Wait, wait, mom. Open condom prank on girlfriend. Wait, she have 2 kids? Ain't no problem, bro. That's fucked up. You already know, but you're like, what the hell? Man, that's fucked. That's fucked up, bro. Whoa, she have 2 kids. Wait, how old is she? Why are you so happy though? Bro. That's why are you so happy, bro? I need to know why you're happy. You not scared? Like you wasn't scared like we had made this video. Well, my girlfriend hurt me, bro. I would have died this night. Bro, wait, where is it though? Is it oh right here? Wait. Ooh. Bro. Wait, you was scared or no? He's ain't mad. Ooh. Oh, oh shit. Yeah, no. Yeah, already. Damn. What? Where's she literally kissed her? Wait. That's fucked up. Oh, that's shit funny as fuck. Mm. Oh, you guys are so cute. That shit funny as fuck. Bro, I can't. That bro, hold up, bro. That ass person, I can't do that, bro. My girlfriend, she don't play that shit, bro. Like she 4'9", I'm 5'7". She don't play that shit, bro. I would die. I would die, bro. I would dead ass die, and like roosted, I would die, bro. What the fuck? Bro, you got balls to do that shit. You got balls. Oh my god, you got balls. Well, you have Discord yet? What's your more popular video? Okay, ain't bad. 24 hours in Walmart. What the fuck do you mean 24 hours? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, hell no. I'm not doing this, bro. I'm scared. Like, I'm not even scared, bro. But like, dude, she be trying to slap people, bro. Like she just, bro, she act like I'm her little, like her son, bro. What the fuck? Ah, yeah, no problem, bro. It's actually funny. Bro, not gonna lie, bro. I feel like Walmart Fair like the most like funnest place to fucking go and fucking around, right? Is it not? Like what? That shit funny. Wait, he knows you? Oh shit. Wait, wait. I have a question. Is that your friend or that's like somebody that like you know somehow from YouTube? I guess. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, no way. I swear. I swear. Okay. Fuck it. Oh yeah, it is. Didn't get the email. What? What the fuck is that nigga? Bro, what are y'all doing? Yo, bro, yo, get up Walmart, bro. Hold on, hold on. 529 321. There we go. Bro, what the fuck happened to my camera? There we go. Why can't I find my Oh, we're just gonna. All right, bet. Sorry. Hopefully you're still on my stream. I took hella long. All right, I added you. Oh, there you go. I got gonna end my live stream. I'm gonna back this later tonight. So you guys have a good day.